Hi and welcome. I'm Marla. We're here for gentle yoga today. And it's a beautiful day, so we're going to be outside and we're going to hear a lot of nature noises and we're going to hear a lot of other sounds. So as if we're somewhere in Central Park, just closing our eyes and making a connection to whatever space we're in, whether there's no noises or new noises or unfamiliar noises, just taking time to take it all in. So settling into a space that feels nice and settling, nice and comfortable, and most important, grounding. We want to feel nice and safe and grounded. So settling in to a tall spine and open chest and heart. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and find length through the crown. And let's take time to check in with our face and our expression, creating a little peace and softness across our lips, across our eyes, and take time to broaden. So tracing the line from the center of our collarbones all the way out wide and broad, and really feeling that expansion. So not only feeling tall, but feeling broad. So we're really taking up space in our body. So as we close our eyes and make our connection and our journey inward, we check in with our internal barometer. How are we feeling? What's happening for us internally? So starting to take some long, deep, conscious breaths in and out, noticing the quality of the breathing. So yoga is all about making connections, and the first connection we make is to ourselves. Noticing the space we're in, the space we're breathing in, and taking 5 long, deep cycles to establish a rhythm, a pace, noticing the excursion of breath. And can we even out the breath so that the length of the inhale is the same or close to the length of the exhale? So it's very wavy, very fluid. And that helps us to feel very wavy and fluid as opposed to be stuck and rigid. So let's take one more fuller, deeper breath in together. A long, deep exhale, HA like a soft breeze out. And let's take 3 more breaths, real conscious into anything today that just feels off, that either feels painful or weak or tense or tight. See if you can create some space. See if you can open the space with the quality of the breath now. Sinking the breath deep into that space, seeing the space open and shift. And when you exhale, keep the space open. Just find something to release. Find something to let go of. Soften and ease the pain. So 2 more just like that, conscious breaths, honing in right into your space as if you're shining a little beam of light. Big breath in, big breath out, big breath in, deep breath out. Let's take our hands from here and just sink them right into the heart center, one palm on top of the other. Feeling already the exchange of energy, old energy for newer energy, and taking time to dedicate our practice and our breath, sending light and strength and hopefulness out there. Take a full breath in. Take a deep breath out. And releasing our hands, starting at the top, working our way down. If you need to change your seat, take time for that. So if you're with me, just dropping the chin towards the chest, keeping the spine nice and long and tall. And we're just gonna roll the left ear towards the left shoulder. So we're gonna create a little space between the ear and the top of the shoulder. So you can drop the heel of the hand or just let the fingertips rest, whatever feels good for you. And make sure you've chosen a seat that feels right for you, that you're not uncomfortable. You can always sit on a little lift. You can always roll up the edge of your mat if you need a little support. Let's take 2 more breaths here, just opening right from the ear to the shoulder. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Breathing in, reaching the crown all the way up. And as we exhale, just tipping. So approaching everything nice and slowly and then building onto it. So taking baby steps, so adding on the arm if that feels good for you, if you want to stretch a little bit deeper, noticing how you're feeling. Full breath in, and right away we're comparing our 2 sides. What's happening? Full breath in. Full breath out. And nice and slowly arriving center. Full breath in. Deep breath out. And breathing in. Let's open and lift right into our cats and our dogs. So really broaden right across the chest and the heart. And as we exhale, we're going to draw in. So we're going to pull the navel in and up. We're going to open through the back body. We're going to let the chin come towards the chest. So we're pulling away from our knees and breathing in, coming open, long, tall, and broad. The breath moves in. And as we exhale, so taking it on your breath rhythm and your breath pace, making sure everything feels safe. So we're really highlighting the space across the chest and the heart, right into our breathing center. And notice the capacity of the lungs. How much breath are we really taking in, and can we expand even further? So we're moving into allergy seasons, respiratory illnesses. So let's see if we can really focus. We also want to get into our immune center, so highlighting the breath right into the notch of the neck and the breastbone area, thymus, thyroid, all our immune centers. So let's take another 3 cycles. If at any time you need to stop and pause or rest, we always listen to that inner guidance. And clearing out the mind as often as we can, and noticing what that is as well. Right? We're not just focusing on what's happening in our physical body, but what's happening in the mind. Let's start to reach up, inhale, take the arms all the way up, and as we exhale, pull down into a nice big circle. So breathing in, reaching up, gather, taking in as much air as we can, and exhale. Awesome. Breathing in. So nice and fluid and flowing with the breath now. The breath is starting to move through some of the layers, some of our holding, some of our posturing, breathing in. So let's add a side bend. Left arm drops, right arm reaches. Good, excellent. And breathing in up through center, and exhale, taking it to the opposite side. Good, so it's like a little windmill, and we're moving with the breath. So it's a moving meditation. So not only opening through tension and tightness, but clearing out all the busyness in the mind. And in some of my classes lately, I've been talking about how we clear out our devices, we check our phones and throw out everything in the trash. And we need to do the same thing in the mind. We need to clear out and make some space for other things. Quiet time, peaceful space, balancing out our energies. Let's take just 1 more each way. Good, so taking it to, good, and last side, really noticing how this last one feels, what you've received along the way. Breathe in, reach up. Let's tip back, let's unweight our legs, and let's give our legs a nice little shake out. Rub out your knees and thighs, point and flex deeply through toes and ankles. Take a nice deep, full breath in, and a nice deep, full breath out. Good, breathe in, reach up. As we exhale, we're gonna twist to the left. So it's not gonna be our deepest, and again, we're gonna move on our breathing. So it's very gentle. So we breathe into center and we breathe out. So we're really purifying our internal space. We're breathing deeply through our organs. So as if we're wringing out the washcloth through our center space. Good. Breathing in, get tall. And you can let your hips swing a little bit. We don't have to be rigid, right? We want to be stable, but we don't want to be rigid. Good. Last one, each way. Breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in. And notice if it feels a little easier on the spine. And now breathing in, coming right to center. Exhale, lower the hands. And again, we're going to just move on our breathing. Inhale, we lift as if I'm drawing the back of your heart up with a string. And exhale. So put softness in your knees if you need it. Breathing in, we lift and lengthen. And exhale, we soften. Breathing in, lift and lengthen. And exhale, we soften. So if you have osteopenia or porosis, we want to keep the spine very straight as possible without sagging or dipping. And let's hold here in our forward fold. Take any support that you may need. So it doesn't matter how far we go. Most important is the length in the spine, the length through the back body. Good, so really feeling from the base of the neck all the way through the body, what's happening. Breathing in, 5 deeper breaths here, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And last one, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, nice and slowly we start to rise up. Let's start to pull our knees in. Draw the knees nice and close. Lower the heels or the whole foot. And we're just going to wrap our arms around our shins and we're going to release the head heavy. So it's a nice release for the whole back body. Full breath in, full breath out. And just noticing how this feels. Full breath in and deep breath out. And just take one more bigger breath. And very slowly on your in-breath, just start to unfurl the spine, reach the shoulders up, back, and down, and start to just draw the soles of the feet towards each other, opening the knees wide. Good, we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and let's connect to our center. So drawing the navel in and up so it feels like it's floating in your belly. So that really helps us to lengthen through our low back. So full breath in. And exhale, we're going to start to circle the torso, leading with the heart. We're just going to circle nice and even and steady. So feeling the upper body releasing from the lower body. So if you've been sitting a lot or driving a lot or even standing a lot, this is really wonderful to bring a little separation between our low back and our pelvis hips. So a lot of our tension in our society is just that, a lot of sitting. So we want to open our hips big and wide and bring a little space to inner groin, outer thighs, through the low back. And we're always checking in. How does this feel for me? How am I receiving this in my body? Maybe I need to make smaller circles or bigger circles. Let's start to come through center and nice and slowly, leading with the heart and the breath, we're going to take it opposite. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So the eyes can be open or closed. Really whatever feels best for you in your body, in your mind. If you feel dizzy or nauseous, we always want to keep the eyes open. Let's take one more here, breathing in and breathing out. And arriving center and stillness, take a full breath in. And as we exhale, leading with the heart, begin to fold forward any amount. So we get into the whole body. This is one of my favorite poses. It's like a one-stop shop. We get into the neck, across the upper back, down the spine, into the hips, breathing in, breathing out. So each inhale is an opportunity for lifting and lengthening, and each exhale is an opportunity for letting go. And forward folding is always designed for introspection, for quieting, for connecting, for grounding. Let's take 3 more deeper breaths. And now nice and slowly, let's start to rise up, reaching up all the way, nice and slowly, reaching the crown all the way up, reaching the knees up towards the sky or the ceiling. We're just going to draw our heels towards us. So coming into my favorite, a variation of both. So once we stretch, it's really great to strengthen on top of that. So I'm just going to find a spot that I can sink into. It's like the sand. So finding your space, so finding that little tipping point. So you can have your heels grounded or you can float your heels up. Whatever feels good for you. So most important, we want to really highlight the opening of the chest and the heart. So we don't want to be collapsing or rounding. We want to open the space. So if you would like to free your arms, you can extend your arms big and wide, breathing in. And if you'd like to take it even further, taking the arms up, inhale, and exhale, lower. Good, beautiful. Breathing in, lift. If you'd like to take your feet higher, you can. If you want to lower your heels, you can. Right, so you make it your own. That's what's so wonderful about gentle yoga. We're doing everything, but we're tailoring it to us. Beautiful. One more, holding, really celebrating our strength here. One more bigger breath. That's our fuel. And as we exhale, release the feet. Let's come back into that little rounding over position. So letting everything go like a seated child's pose. So here we can round a little bit across our shoulders, across our upper back, because we want to release tension there. We hold a lot of tension, head, neck, and shoulders. We want to be able to let go and create some space here. Let's take 2 more fuller breaths. Soft breeze out, releases our tension and our tightness. And nice and slowly from here, we're going to unfurl ourselves, reaching the crown and the shoulders up, back, and down. Full breath in, full breath out. Good. So let's make our way up to standing from here. So coming through all fours or half kneeling, whatever works for you. And very carefully and slowly, we're going to just step one foot up and the other foot up. And we're just going to hang heavy. So if it doesn't feel good for you to release completely down for whatever reason, you can just be here or here with the hands on the hips or the hands on the thighs. If you're taking it further, you can reach your hands down, but really listen to your body. Have soft knees if you need it. And just take 3 breaths here to really feel the feet nice and grounded, feeling length and space opening from the heels all the way to the crown, the whole back body. So we'll breathe in from here. We'll inhale right into our Ardha, finding our long spine, our open chest and heart. And exhale, we fold. And grounding down, we're going to root to rise nice and slowly. We reach up, inhale. And exhale, we're going to take the hands down, around, and to the heart. So just pausing here, we're going to flow through some nice slow sun breaths to just warm up even further into the body. So breathing in. I love sun breaths because it works the whole body. Extending from the heart on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha. Exhale, folding. And notice even the second time that we have more space. Breathing in, taking it all the way up. And exhale, releasing the hands down, around, and to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, free the body, free the mind. Inhale, lifting, Ardha. And exhale, folding. Grounding down to rise up, reach, inhale. And exhale, reaching the arms all the way back, clasping the hands. Good. And opening, broadening here. While we're broadening here, we want to draw in through our ribs. So we don't want to be crunching into our low back. So we want to stay very spacious. Good. And then let's rotate our head one way. Get a nice stretch right into the shoulders and neck. And breathing into center and taking it the other way. And noticing the two sides again, breathing into center. Let's open the arms nice and big and wide. And I'm going to turn and open up so you can see me better. So palms are up. Our stance is nice and very grounded and nice and centering. And we're going to rotate left palm down and around and gaze over to the right. And then breathing, and we're going to reverse that. Good. So really releasing, wringing out the shoulders like we're wringing out the washcloth. Beautiful. Breathing in. Breathing out. So just back and forth. Notice how this feels. Good. And just one more. And now meeting up with the palms open. Good. Breathing in here. As we exhale, we're going to take it right from the shoulders. We're going to draw in so that the back of the hands come to meet. You can interlace your fingers if that feels good for you. And again, we're going to really highlight the space, opening right into that neck, shoulders, right between the shoulder blades, top of the spine region. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here. And now nice and slowly just reversing that. Breathing in, opening big and wide. Awesome. Take the arms all the way up. Turn the palms towards me. Exhale, press. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Good. Get into the breathing here. Highlight the breath. Inhale up. And if you have shoulder restrictions, just do less. Breathing in. Exhale, press. Good. Adding on. Taking it up. Reach it wide. Take the palms together. Good. Spin the palms open. Beautiful. Breathing in. Reach it up. Drop the left. Reach the right. Good. Notice your lean. Inhale up. Exhale over. Nice and easy. Inhale up. Swan dive forward. Sun breath. So noticing our sun breath here, let's take opposite elbows and come into ragdoll position. So again, soft knees if you need it. Relaxing the whole body completely, draping the upper body over the legs. Notice how that feels. So really tractioning the whole length of the spine. So remembering our bind, we're going to release the arms. We're going to inhale, Ardha. Exhale, folding, grounding through our feet, breathing and reach up. And exhale, tipping to the right. And inhaling center and tipping opposite. So really opening through the side body first. The arm is an extension. We may even feel lots of hip stuff happening. Extending forward. Leading with the heart, we're going to find opposite ragdoll position. So the opposite arm, everything we do in yoga is to both sides. So we even out all our imbalances, all our asymmetries, so that we can feel better in the mind and the body. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, and grounding down, releasing our arms, reaching all the way up. Inhale, embracing the breath. Exhale, the hands down, around and to the heart, taking pause, full breath in. Close your eyes if that feels safe for you, and really noticing, breathing in. Exhale it out. And let's take a nice wide stance from here. So widening our feet. So if you're on a mat, feel free to take your legs on the mat completely, or you can be here, whatever works for you. So I'm going to stay like this. So turning left toes out, right toes towards me. So we're coming into some of our warrior poses, and I really love them because they're very stretchy and very strengthening. So we're taking a nice wide stance, and we're going to open the arms equally as wide. Beautiful. So let's stay with long legs to begin. So it doesn't matter how wide you are. Most important is that we're feeling nice and solid through our feet and through our hips. We're going to turn our palms up, and that happens right from the shoulders. So we're going to breathe in and reach up and back. Beautiful, peaceful warrior. And feeling the belly nice and strong here, feeling the legs. So if you're feeling tippy or wobbly, especially if you're outside, engage your inner thighs. So really bring energy towards the center line. And then inhale, lift up, lift out, reach out. And then just drop that arm wherever it drops. Triangle pose. So you can reach that right arm up, or you can take your hand to your hip for a gentler variation. So we're always listening in. What do I need? How can I get the most from my yoga today? And now a nice strong center here, pressing through our feet and rising up nice and slowly. Inhale. Hands to hips. We're going to rotate our feet, and we're going to set up for the second side. So we want to set up from the foundation up. That's really important to feel strong down below, just like a building. So extending long, full breath in, right from the head of the arm bones, we're rolling open and breathing in, up and over into our peaceful warrior. So we open up through this whole line, from the toes all the way up, breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. So lifting up, inhaling, extending long, and wherever that arm reaches is where we stop. Take it to the place that feels best. Belly is strong, feet are nice and planted, and feeling and noticing the two sides. Good. Breathing in one more bigger breath. Exhale fully. Inhale, rise up, hands to hips. And one more time, we're going to rotate. So coming back to the first side, I always like to repeat things. It really makes a difference in the body. So extending the arms long, extending through the legs, rotating the palms up, inhale. And this time we're going to move with our breath. So we're going to dance our warrior. So breathing in, reach up, and now exhale. So it's like a little windmill. So nothing has to be our deepest. I find that practicing at 80% is so much more effective because we're active without the stress and the tension. So you're just going to move on your breath and your rhythm. I'm feeling like I need to take it a little slower today for me, but please take it to the pace that works and supports you best. This is our last one. Breathing in, breathing out. So just releasing stress, tension, old stuff, hands to hips, rotate, and we're going to set up now, setting up our foundation on the other side. So always taking time for that. Breathing in, get wide, churning and rotating our palms, reaching up and over, inhale, and just flowing on your breathing. And noticing, have you gotten more from your pose, from the conscious breath, moving in and out, from the mind clearing. Even these moments of clearing are so valuable and so powerful. They add up so that whenever we need quiet space, we're able to pull it up. Good, and let's take now, this is our last one, breathing in, just moving like a wave. Good, that's our ocean breathing. Good, a moving meditation in space. Breathing in, we come back to center. We turn and rotate. Now we find our way right into center. Heels in, toes out. So we're preparing for fan pose. Hands to hips. Feel nice and centered through your legs. And remembering to engage our belly in and up. So we're always moving from our center line. Heart is open, breathing in. Exhale. We're going to come halfway down. Spine is long, especially for those of us with osteopenia and porosis. We're going to start to breathe in as if I'm dragging you by the back of your heart, and exhale halfway down. Inhale here, rising up. Exhale, leading with our heart, folding forward. Breathing in, reach up. And now we have an option. So option one is we just stay right here. Option two, you can reach your hands down. If you have props and you need them, please use them. If it's safe for you to let go of your head and neck, let go, release completely. If that creates any discomfort for you for any reason, just stay up halfway. And feel free also, if you want to take a downward facing dog stretch here, you can take your arms forward, walking yourself all the way forward and lengthening out into a wide leg downward facing dog, stretching the whole body long. Full breath in, full breath out. So we're going to take about 7 breaths here. So if you want to continue in this downward facing dog, feel free. If you would like to move into child's pose and make it a more peaceful practice for yourself, take that. Whatever works for you. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And just staying with the breath, easing the heart, melting the heart towards the earth. Let's take 2 more breaths wherever you are. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And from here, just walking ourselves all the way back. Let's start to narrow our feet a little bit. Put a soft bend in the knees. Let's take the hands to the hips, and nice and slowly we make our way all the way up. Standing tall, Reaching our shoulders up, back, and down. Notice a new stance. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And we're going to take a little balance before we come down. So I always love to practice balance. And we know that the more we practice, the better we get. So let's ground down through the right foot and starting with the hands on the hips. So really feel the foot nice and planted. We're going to engage the right leg. So really feel it strong. Center is strong. And we're going to come right onto our left toe. So since we're out in nature today, we'll take my all-time favorite tree. So we're going to make our connection. So I'm doing a low tree, but feel free to take your heel anywhere along your inner leg, just not on the knee. The knee is not designed to move outward. So grounding down, feeling strong in the center, and then lifting. And if you've lapsed into this right hip, see if you can really even out. So you can stay right here. You can have hands to heart, or you can reach branches up, expressing your tree completely. And let's take 3 solid conscious breaths. So I love balancing because it's an opportunity for really clearing out all the internal space, creating quiet, peaceful space to focus and be. One more bigger breath in, releasing the arms, spinning that knee forward and back onto 2 feet. Nice job. Give those hips a nice little wiggle. Full breath in, full breath out. And you can always hold on to a chair or a piece of furniture or even a tree while you're balancing if you need support. So let's shift to the left. First, we want to really ground down through our standing foot. We want that left leg nice and strong. So as we shift our weight, we come onto our right toes. We're going to make our seal. And the seal is really important because that's what gives us our stability. And you can be here, or even here. Expressing your tree, feeling 2 sides. Are we feeling integrated today? Or do our 2 sides feel really different? What's happening for you today? So we're just heightening our awareness so that we can use our yoga to feel our best. One more bigger breath in. And remember, trees sway, and taking our time coming out of it slowly. We start to spin open, drop the foot, and let's take a few little hip circles. I always love this. It's the little hula pose. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And let's take it the other way, nice and slowly. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. And last one. So I love this in the morning especially because it really eases our way through our whole digestive area, through our low back and hips. So let's just find our tall stance for a moment, our new stance, and closing our eyes, and notice what you're feeling, remembering all those that we're dedicated to today. Take a full breath in. Take a deep breath out. And we're going to make our way down onto our backs from here. So very slowly, we're going to make our way onto our backs. And making our way all the way to, from side sitting, all the way into side lying. I think I'll go this way because the sun is coming out a little bit. And so from here, we're just going to draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. And let's just take hold of one outer foot and the other outer foot into a nice, easy, happy baby. And you can have your hands resting on the backs of your thighs. If it's not available for you to reach your feet, don't force anything. We want the back of our heart, the back of our shoulders, and the back of our head nice and grounded. Feel your low back soft, reaching the tail down towards the earth. Take 3 or 4 more breaths here, just really letting the whole back body release completely as the soles press up towards the sky or the ceiling. Full breath in, full breath out. And one more deeper, fuller breath in, deeper out. And releasing one foot and then the other foot. And reaching the feet all the way down towards the ground. Option 1 for Shavasana, setting up in constructive rest, where the knees bump together and the feet splay towards the edges of your mat. Option 2 is just to lengthen your legs long. If you have support and you want to take it and make it restorative today, take it. And I'm going to guide you through the first minute or so of your Shavasana. And then you'll be on your own to stay as long as you'd like, as long as you need. So settling into a space that feels supportive and nurturing. Here's where we put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Taking this time for complete stillness. Allowing body and mind to receive, to settle, and to integrate all that we've done. Feeling the mind clear and quiet. Feeling the body completely supportive. Allowing us to let go of all of our holding and gripping. Feeling the breath, fluid and flowing. Soothing mind, body, nervous system, allowing us to receive the union of the three.